back to another video. It's been a while. I've taken a nice long break. I'm still basically on a break, but I'm on my way to help my dad out with the GTS, and I thought I'd bring you guys along with the Mark II because I haven't driven it in a while, and since I've got it on street tires, I don't think I've given you guys like a nice POV of what it's like. So that's essentially what this little drive is about, just to check it out. It's so funny because the car just spins in third. It's a pity the tires doesn't screech wildly, but as it comes into boost in third gear, it just starts to spin, which is fun. It's not fast, but it is fun. So the GTS it's overheating a little bit, so I'm just going through. I took my laptop with me so that I can just drive the car through to Rudy, and we can just check the temps while we're cruising it. And I can see that it's fine because on the cluster it's not reading correctly, so it's not an accurate depiction of what's actually happening with the temps. So I can plug in the trusty ECU. I don't think I've told you guys, but the car's on ECU master now. Master, so I can plug my laptop in, see what it's doing, which is nice. I mean, I could have done it with the dictator. I just didn't download the software to do that. Hey, Andrew's people out. Andrew's been making really good progress with the Jazz. It's been great. So looking forward to showing you guys what's up with that. It doesn't seem as dramatic if it's like no screeching wheel spin, unfortunately. It's kind of meh. But I remember the first time the car was swapped and I was on these street tires and rolling into boost in second gear, it was like the best thing because it would just start spinning and it was so exciting. That was definitely wheel spin. You can see the RPM was like moving around quite a bit. This thing gets me quite pumped. It's fun to drive. Still thinks it sounds a bit weird in third. wanted to do like 100 to 200 to the car, because it's got heavier wheels on, so it should perform better. The lighter wheels, the 100 to 200 is not as good, but these tires just don't grip up, so it's pointless. I'll just do a second gear. That's a lot of fun. So much fun. Okay, so I am in the GTS now. Just checking out the temps. 61 degrees. So still all good. So what the plan is to fit a shroud and OEM fan. I'm not entirely sure which one Rudy's going with, but apparently it's better than the stock one. There's no space for the stock one in this bay, so you can't go with that option. Sorry, I'm just need to get used to this clutch. It's a bit different to mine. So yeah, the temps keep climbing, like you're just cruising it. I was driving this car on the M5 in 5th gear, just chilling, and the temps just kept climbing. It made no sense. Still don't quite understand it, but a stock fan and shroud should do the job. These slimline fans, ideally they need shroud, or you need to go with like the really chunky fan that has all the power. These bolts are rattling. All the power just to cool it down. But so far temps are decent. 70 degrees. This car just feels so much more solid than mine. Like, I closed the door earlier and it just had this nice doop. My car's like all the rattles. It's nice to be able to jump from one Mark II into another. And this car in the bends feels solid. That's rattling. It feels solid. Mine, it's really bad, but I think it's the rear axle bushes. They are so brittle, never been replaced, I'm sure. So I need to do that, because the car sort of steers with the rear, and at high speeds, if there's a little bit of wind, it's really bad. So I think the lights, the headlights is high beams or something. So I think that guy was flashing me, or maybe he wasn't. I'm not too sure, but I know there's an issue with that. The cold start's also not great, so we need to get that sorted out. Need Andrew to spend some more time with it, just with the cold start, because you start it up. Oh, the car doesn't have idle control. That's the issue. That's the issue, I just remembered. So temps 76 degrees, still good. So yeah, no idle control because of the throttle body. It doesn't have anything to like regulate, so your foot is the regulator. So that's something that we need to address. So before with the dicky, it idled okay. It wasn't the greatest, but now it's really bad. Like it's just nothing. So it's something we need to address, because it really is annoying. I let the car switch off a few times now because I didn't want it to get hot by idling it and letting it warm up. So I sort of just started up and started cruising it, but then it just, as I come to a stop, it would just die. So that's less than ideal, but something that can be sorted out. But yeah, lots of little things, but the car has come a long way and I'm excited to race it. So after the cooling issue sorted out, the car should be ready to race. But my dad gave me terms and conditions. So the channel is just over 9,000 now. He said when the channel hits 10k, we will race. So hopefully you guys can help me. Oh my word, that sounds that sounds really good. Hopefully you guys can help me make that happen in the next, it'll take a while, but if you guys speed up the process, I know there's a lot of guys that's watching that don't really care to subscribe. I don't even think my dad subscribes, he just watches on TV, and I don't even know if he likes the videos. You know, you just watch and then you go to the next one. This thing sounds cool. Temps is 83 degrees. That sounds cool. Why does it sound so much cooler than my car? Let's do that again. The screamer is loud. What's the temps? 84 degrees. All good. So yeah, I love to race him. I know he needs seat time just to figure the car out. He hasn't raced it much, so take some time to get it figured out. And by the time the channel hits 10k, I'm hopeful that he would have had seat time. It also pops quite a lot. Sometimes it's cool, but also quite annoying. So that's another thing to sort out. Temps 83 degrees. It seems okay. I hope this guy sees me. And my indicator wasn't on, so that's my bad. So this car, you can sort of just like chuck it and it feels nice. Can I pass? That sounds too good. It's like a proper, that's that JDM hot boy turbocharge. Oh. Temps 86 degrees. It's all good. I really thought the temps were going to be, my dad actually wanted to tow the car. Actually pulls up some serious steam. So because this car has bigger wheels and tires than mine, like the gearing feels a lot longer, but essentially we've got the same gearbox final drive setup. Temps 93 degrees. Second, just no time. Second gear pull here. Oh yeah, no power steering. That requires some effort. 94 degrees. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought. I thought I'd need to switch the car off, allow it to cool off or whatever, but that was fine. So it seems like the temps in the bay and the temps on the cluster and the ECU is not correct. So we need to figure out calibration or see what the deal is, but yeah, it doesn't seem like it's as bad as we thought. When Rudy pointed the gun at it, it looked fine. So yeah, we were just a bit worried about it.
No, that's
So this is the fan that I had on my car before. This is the one we fit here, and we thought it would improve things, but I guess it's working. And this is Rudy's car. I don't know if I can be sharing this, but I'm excited to see this car done. We go to a farewell VAG meet. So the guy that started it, Walid, he is immigrating, and yeah, this is a bit of a farewell, just like a quick and cheerful. He's leaving soon, so let's put something together. So I'm heading to that now. It'll probably be a bit more of like GTS things in this video, but we'll see what's up. Just got here now. I think this is all the guys. Not the best turnout, but you know, sometimes you just need to take what you can get. I really like this. So nice. Shabba mix. Wheels came out very nice. Modified speed lines. And that's Wally's car. And Lisa's Mk1. This car hasn't been out in ages. It's actually the first time I'm seeing it on these wheels. So the lighting's a bit crappy, but it looks cool. So if you guys didn't know, on Saturdays, I don't know when else this happens, but they have like food trucks at N1 City. Quite interesting, didn't know about this. Quite cool. So my GoPro just fell and cracked the front protector. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm looking through the display, I don't know if I can see it. Eugene's Mk2 GTI. It looks so good on the Porsche wheels. It's a UK import. These seats are cool. Usually when I see the UK GTIs for sale, it's like that interior. We got really crappy seats compared to the UK. So I'm driving a Mk1 GTI. This is the first time I've driven one of these, and this one's quite low, so probably not the best experience, but my word, are the gear throws super long. Like just crazy long. I should probably drive this car on the channel sometime, but Matthew said it's pinging a little. The car's got like really old fuel in it. He's having too much fun. It's weird because the Mk2 feels so much more refined compared to this Mk1. It's, yeah, I can feel the age difference. I think this Mk6 wants the gap, or it's Go Squad. Okay, so I'm at my parents now, just checking out the GTS. So Andrew's got my old cluster plugged in, and we're just going to check if we can get vehicle speed on the car. It doesn't have RPM, so probably can't see that, but the cluster's laying down there. So there's no RPM, but we just want to see if the car moves forward or reverses and goes back, if it picks up vehicle speed. If there's vehicle speed, then we know we just need to sort out the RPM issue, maybe change out the cluster, because that cluster is currently, the RPM is probably at like 8,500 and it's a 7,000 RPM cluster. I don't know why it's there, but that's an issue. So we're going to check that out, and then at least we know, cool, RPM, vehicle speed and those things is knowns, and we can sort that out, just fix that cluster or get another, and then we'll get to the temp gauge overreading and calibrating the sensor. So you can see there's movement on vehicle speed, so we just need, needs to be fixed or something. Okay, so we're doing a lot of temp testing and calibration of the ECU to the temp sensor, and I think it's working very well now. So fan is on and it should be going off fairly soon. Brilliant. So what the issue was, we had the fan coming in too early, so before the thermostat was fully open and allowing the coolant to flow through the engine. So even though the fan was on, there was just not enough flow through it because it wasn't flowing through the engine. So now it's doing fan things, and the coolant temps on the cluster seems accurate, so we are in a good place. I think it's working as it should be now. So we are doing wheel swap things on the Jazz. This is what the car currently looks like on these wheels. And this is what it looks like with the Lenzo mag lights. It looks so cool, right? Like, it looks so race car. We are out in the Jazz, just put the Toyos on it, so we're just going to test it and make sure that the wheels don't come falling off, and if there's any grip difference between the Potenzas. So it's both 205s, so same on a 7J. Suspension doesn't feel bad.
We haven't hit any dips yet, so.
No, that dip in the Mark II is my word.
Oh, is it in this?
In the wagon it's even worse.
Also, look, I don't need a Lorenzo Lacquet decal because my speedo doesn't work. Yeah, what does work in this car? I'll do a pull from the on now.
Yeah. Stop and do a pull in first. Not as good as the Bridgestones. They don't spin like that.
Yeah, but then they don't spin like that at all.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But these also a bit worn, so, you know, I wouldn't, I'd probably say it's apples to apples.
But you can feel the compound on this Potenzas is like really soft.
Yeah.
thing moves.
Not bad, eh?
That's awesome. No, it feels good.
Glad you're enjoying it.
For just over 160.
Yeah, probably somewhere around there. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels nice. So today was interesting. I think the biggest takeaway is that my Toyos are crap at this point. So yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm not too keen on racing. Like I race for the enjoyment of it, but it also is a little annoying and I feel like I'm not progressing. So yeah, need some decent tires, and I need to sort out the leak and 1 or 2 more things, then I'll be out racing again. But for now, just taking it easy. Andrew's got a few runs lined up at robot racing, so hopefully you guys will see that in the next video. Quite pumped to see how he fares against the guys he's up against. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.